So, Tiana, thank you so much for inviting me. This is your new yard. You have a 5-stall yard here at Nicklon at St Chescombe.
Yeah, it's a bit scary and quite exciting, and it's progress. So I've got 3 in at the moment and 2 more to fill up. But yeah, it's quite an exciting thing that hopefully we'll pick up soon.
And we've got the famous Finn behind you, Ringwood Magister. He's coming back into work.
Yeah, he's had such a stellar year. We gave him an early holiday really after Aachen. And he's thoroughly ready to get back to work. He's a bit bored, so he's doing all his hacking out, and he'll start getting busy probably next month.
And the hacking here is amazing. Is he good to bring back, or is he naughty? Is he worse than the young ones? Or?
He's so much worse than the young ones. If I had the money to pay somebody else to be the stunt jockey to have to sit on him, I would. He's terrible. But we sort of used better living through chemistry and through pharmaceuticals, and you know, for his own sake, that he needs to not play about and hurt himself. So we tend to keep him a little bit. If once he's in the swing of things, he's fine. But to start off with, he gets a little sedative.
It must be nice though for him to get fit here with all the hacking in the hills rather than compared to California, I imagine.
Yeah, I mean, we did well with what we had in California. We had a big hill we would drive to. And we did our gallops at the beach, and there's ways to make it work for sure.
That's quite nice.
But yeah, it worked fine. But it is lovely here, and I think, you know, and again in California, I don't think it matters so much because you're competing on dirt. So if you do your conditioning on dirt, it's all the same. But to me, over here they're competing on turf, and they got to slop through the mud and everything. So I really think they need to do their fitness work in a similar manner to what they're competing on. It doesn't make sense to me to you know, build their body up for one thing and compete on something else. So I really appreciate we've got a common that we can do our canters on, and there's a big 100-acre field that we can take them to do the canters. And
I just watched you ride your beautiful baby, who we'll talk about, but you took her to badminton.
Yeah, badminton's just up the road, and that's massive and stunningly beautiful. So it's quite, we've got loads of things around us, you know, and it's just a good place to get them out and let them live life outside of the box, really. And
for you personally, now you've been here, this is your third winter coming up.
Yes, yeah, it is.
How do you cope? Because it's miserable here. It rains. You don't have an indoor that I can see.
No, that's the irony. You know, in California, a lot of people have covered schools because of the heat, and in England, you know, nobody has an indoor because that would be, you know, too posh or something. I don't know. So no, you get used to it, and luckily, I have an amazing sponsor with Mountain Horse. So, Finian, honestly, Mountain Horse is incredible. They have kept me well kitted out, and to be honest, I've not really suffered. We had quite a snowy winter last year, and you know, we were getting up every hour through the night to harrow the school so that it wouldn't freeze, so that we could have lessons the next day. And,
oh my God.
You know, so you're driving around on a tractor at 2 in the morning in a blizzard, and to be honest, yeah, the Mountain Horse has been really good to me. So.
Good. Well, let's talk a little bit about plans for Finian. So he'll be in work all winter?
Yeah. I was quite excited actually when we made our plan to give him an early holiday, because then I felt like I would get a jump start on next season. I'd have more time to be training and take lessons and really try to progress further, because we spend so much of our time just getting him ready for a competition. I don't feel like you ever have a chunk of time to actually try to train, because you don't want to mess things up for the competition that's coming up. So
who will you train with? What are you going to work on?
I actually haven't completely got things nailed down, what I'm going to do. I just know I have a chunk of time to do something, and a little bit, you know, he'll have to tell me as he gets back to work. You know, I know him so well. I've had him since he was not even a 4-year-old, and so I will let him tell me, you know, if he's feeling amazing and I feel like we need to work on the jumping, then we'll go jumping, and if I feel like there's room to work on the dressage, we'll work on the dressage, and we'll just sort of, I think, let him tell me, really.
And you're all fine now? Your hand is fine, your shoulder is fine, everything else?
Yeah, it was, well, it's never fun to be sitting on the sides not riding, but yeah, I'm all in one piece now, so ready to kick on.
Brilliant, thank you.